Good morning and welcome to Good Money Guide. Today we are talking about Microsoft and where the share price might be in the next 10 years. Now, over the last decade, Microsoft's share price has climbed from around $37 to $404, and that represents a return of nearly 1,000%. So in this analysis, we're going to look at how much the mega cap technology stock could be worth in another 10 years. So let's crunch the numbers. So what will Microsoft stock be worth in 10 years? Now, there are a number of different ways to forecast a company's future stock price. To forecast Microsoft's future price, I'm going to use a sales multiple approach. This involves trying to predict what the company's sales will be in the future and then applying a certain multiple to get a market capitalization and stock price. This approach is not perfect. It requires estimates and assumptions, but it could give us a rough indication of what Microsoft stock could be in a decade's time. Now, for the year ending 30th of June 2024, Microsoft is expected to generate revenue of $224 billion. That would represent growth of approximately 15% year on year. Now, achieving 15% revenue growth every year for the next decade could be challenging. However, let's say the company was able to grow its top line by 10% per year, every year for the next decade. I think that's realistic given its dominance in the technology space and its exposure to artificial intelligence. That would take us to a revenue of around about $633 billion by the financial period ending 2034. So we have a projected sales figure. The next step is to apply a sales multiple to this figure to obtain a market capitalization. Over the last decade, Microsoft's price-to-sales ratio has ranged between 7 and 15. Therefore, I'm going to apply a ratio of 10 to my sales forecast. Multiplying $633 billion by 10 gives us a potential market cap of $6.33 trillion. Now, given that Microsoft's market cap today is $3 trillion, a market cap of $6.33 trillion translates to a share price of $852. This share price forecast suggests that Microsoft stock could be a solid investment over the next decade. Of course, these sales forecasts could be way off the mark, and so could my price to sales multiple. Playing around with these numbers, we can get widely different share price forecasts. For example, if revenue growth was to average 15% over the next decade, this takes us to sales of $987 billion. And we apply a price to sales multiple of 12, the share forecast sometimes comes out around $1,595. But anyway, is it a good time to buy Microsoft shares now if we think the share price is going to do so well? Well, if you're a long-term investor, I think it's probably a good idea to own some Microsoft shares. The company operates in a number of high-growth industries, including cloud computing and artificial intelligence. And of course, video gaming, which is really hot at the moment. So it has plenty of long-term growth potential. That said, Microsoft as a stock can be expensive. For example, right now it has a forward-looking price to earnings ratio of about 36, which is high. So maybe the best move with Microsoft stock is to buy it on the dips when it's a little cheaper. As for this year, is Microsoft going to go up in 2024? Well, while Microsoft shares appear to have a lot of long-term potential, it's hard to know how they're going to perform in the next 12 months. They've had a big run over the last year. They're up 65%, so they now look a little expensive. So there's a chance that we could see some profit taking in the near term. However, they are in a strong uptrend and they are powered by a massive interest in AI. And trends sometimes can last a while, or they can be bubbles. So they could easily keep rising from here and deliver attractive returns for investors in 2024. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep up to date with all our latest stock analysis, make sure you like and subscribe. Or if you've got something to add, we'd love to know what you think of Microsoft. Let us know in the comments below. Many thanks. Thanks for watching.